as I've lost my point in the rant, I'm just going to go back to a point that I could recall when I said I don't think drinking alcohol is manly. And this is going to be a controversial viewpoint, so, you know, prepare your anus. You're probably going to be like, what are you talking about? Alcohol is manly. Well, yeah, I mean, you can think that all you want, but you're not going to change my mind because I'm stubborn and I'm a prick. And no, actually, it's because you know, I form this viewpoint on things, and those things are probably more influential to me than someone's voice on the internet, an anonymous voice on the internet. You know, wait, what? Am I on the wrong side of the road, or are these both? This is a one-way street. I don't even know. I'm not even paying attention to the street signs anymore. Oh boy, I said ramblings are best done on a game that guy overtook me. He's not even... Fuck him. It's just because I'm going so slow. I said fucking ramblings are best done on a game that takes less focus. Well, this game doesn't require as much focus as like Battlefield, but fucking hell. It takes some focus, and it doesn't seem like I've got any of that tonight. But basically, I'm not going to go too far into this alcohol rant. Basically, I don't see how alcohol is fun to begin with, or why people even do it. The reason I don't think it's manly is because I don't know, I just sort of have this repertoire of things that I think are manly, which include like tractors, trucks, frickin' beards and moustaches. I don't think violence is manly because I don't think violence is necessary. That's why I'm a pacifist. Took a drink, sorry. I don't think sort of being the muscly man, sports enthusiast is manly. And I don't think alcohol is manly because I think it's stupid. And I think being manly, a requirement of being manly is being smart. I don't know. I mean, obviously I think a requirement of being a respectable human being is being smart. But to be manly, I don't think stupid people can be manly, because I think being manly is like a class. You know, you've got to wear a tuxedo every now and then and have a monocle. Fucking hell, thank God that guy was turning. And have a monocle and, you know, talk like some sort of posh twat and talk about trucks and weather and fishing and just fulfill that role of feeling like a man without having to sort of fucking pump steroids into your veins and play football and go, you know, big burly 8th man rugby player. I don't think that's manly at all. I just think that's sort of aggressive douchebaggery. But alcohol, I mean, alcohol, for me, alcohol is like, it's a liquid. You drink liquids to quench thirst. I was pretty sure, I mean, you could never be 100% about everything, but I'm pretty fucking sure that one of the main reasons most people would drink a liquid would be to quench their thirst. Now, as far as I'm aware, alcohol in certain quantities can not only not provide that quenching of a thirst, but can also create the need to quench the thirst. They can create a thirst, pretty much. You know, you're not thirsty, but you drink alcohol and it will make you thirsty, because it's kind of like salt water in a way, I guess. It dries your throat, which is kind of one reason I think, why the fuck do you drink alcohol then? And the main response is, well, we don't drink it to quench thirst. It's not that kind of beverage. It's sort of like, took a drink, sorry. It's sort of like, we drink it because it's recreational and fun, because it gives you this momentary high or whatever. And, you know, that I can understand if people did stuff like that, because I can understand marijuana and weed or whatever. As far as I'm aware, this is not me claiming anything, but as far as I personally am aware, it's not very harmful, marijuana. It's sort of less harmful than, I don't know, tobacco, something, I don't know, fuck, balls, don't quote me on any of this, but this is my understanding. It's not very harmful, but it's illegal, which is kind of stupid, in my opinion. But alcohol, well, the main thing with weed is, though, that it's... I mean, I would never do weed because basically I don't really need these stupid highs. Why am I pulling up here? I don't even know. I'm just going to drive straight through. I don't need you people. What's my pit stop on? 8 hours. I should be able to make it. Basically, I don't need these sort of things like alcohol and drugs to get a momentary high because my life isn't that shit that I need to pep it up with fucking these substances. But, you know, it's fucking... to each his own with whoever wants to do that. But, you know, weed, as far as I know, doesn't have many bad ramifications on your body. I mean, obviously, in excessive amounts, it's probably definitely going to have some. Probably definitely doesn't really make sense, but it might. I mean, I'd assume it did. I'm assuming it would. I'm assuming it have short-term effects and long-term effects, social and psychological and, you know, health-related. But, took a drink, sorry. As far as I'm aware, it's not as bad as alcohol, because alcohol, if you look it up on like the, what's it called? Every time I try and think of the NHS now, I think of the NHC, because NHC is North Hertfordshire College, which is where I go. Oh shit, I just revealed where I live. But, NHS is obviously the National Health Service. The National Health Service website has some pretty intriguing stuff about alcohol misuse. Alcohol misuse is obviously excessive drinking of alcohol, and it's going to list a lot of bad things about it, like it's going to have all these effects on your body, but also having certain social effects, so, bad effects on your social skills, and all this crap. And, you know, for most people, they can overlook that because they don't misuse alcohol, but my main quarrel with alcohol is, you say it gives you this high. You don't drink it to quench thirst, which I can understand because you drink it to give you a high, but I'm questioning the high itself. Maybe not your consumption of alcohol, but what is this high you're talking about? Because as far as I'm aware, you know, if you don't drink much, you won't get drunk. And not getting drunk, I'm guessing, to the point of being lightheaded. Lightheaded can be considered a high, I guess, a little bit. Because you're sort of just a little bit out of it, just enough for it to be fun. I don't know, I'm not speaking from personal... I took a drink. I'm not speaking from personal existence experience, but from what my friends tell me, it is fun. But most of the time when they get drunk, they were getting drunk even when it was illegal, because they were doing it at like the age of 15, 16, when they weren't at the legal age of drinking, and they were doing it in public. And I was always like frowning at them for doing this. And they were like, their only reason was, oh, it's so fun, it's so cool, and, you know, it's such a high to get drunk in public. And they do it like weekly. I guess you could call it Friday night binge drinking. Binge drinking, I call it binge drinking in front of it. It's not binge drinking. What the fuck is the speed limit here? Speed cameras, what's the speed limit? 50, okay, good. This thing can't even fucking get 50 because it's so shit. I don't even know why it won't go up a gear. But they don't call it binge drinking, and I don't even know why. They don't call it binge drinking because who knows why they don't call it binge drinking. But I call it binge drinking, and basically they go out on the binge drinking. That's pretty much what binge drinking is. And they don't do it like, let's just go out to a party and have a few drinks and get lightheaded and tipsy, and, you know, it can all be jolly good fun, and it won't give us many health-related risks or social implications or anything like that. No, they go every night and say, these are the words they use, let's get smashed. Smashed? Sorry. Is that a technical term or something? Let's get smashed, meaning let's get completely wasted, or let's get very, 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 very drunk. Took another drink, sorry. I'm running out of water. And fucking hell, I need to get a bigger bottle. Note to self. Bigger cup or bottle, or maybe just drink out of a bowl or something, like a dog. Where was I? So, you know, they go out on the binge, drinking, getting wasted, and for the most part, when I join their Xbox Live party the next day, they're like, guys, can you even remember what happened there? I can't even remember how I got home. I'm just sitting there thinking, why is that a good thing? You could have been molested or something. Like, what the fuck? I was sick everywhere. That's not good. That's unhealthy. You're not supposed to be sick. I'm pretty sure being sick isn't like a natural thing. Like, oh, you know, every now and then you'll get spots or women will have their periods. It's just a thing that happens every now and then. No, being sick isn't a thing that happens every now and then. Being sick, I'm pretty sure, is a way for the body to get rid of stuff it's not supposed to have inside of it. Like, when you're ill, I'm pretty sure there are loads of fluids and stuff that, and, you know, mucus and shit that, you know, collects up inside you, and being sick extracts it. It doesn't feel good, but in the long term, it will do you good. When you just put all that stuff inside of you, then your body's like, what the fuck are you doing, you stupid cunt, and then throws it all away. It's like, stop doing this, you're gonna fucking die. The body's not gonna be like, oh, that's fine, isn't it? No, you're hurting yourself, stop it. Took another drink. I've probably only got one mouthful of drink left. Caution everyone, we're low on drink supply. I'm just sitting there thinking, like, why are you doing this? And they're like, oh, it's such a high. It's like, what? This is why I think drinking isn't manly. Because my idea of manly is being manly, you know, in control, feeling like a man, feeling awesome. Like, I can truck, I can grow a beard, I can fucking use words like governor and shit. That's being manly. But when you just go out on the freaking binge, getting drunk and being alcoholic, I mean, you can relate it to the Vikings, I guess. They drank a lot of alcohol, and that's probably why they only lived to be 30. But regardless, nowadays, we know drinking is bad and all this crap. We know drinking can cause... It's more bad than good in the long run, binge drinking at least. Casual drinking, not so much. I'm not really targeting casual drinking because, I mean, I'm fine with casual drinking. I don't do it myself, but, you know, you want to go down the pub every once in a while with your mates, just, you know, get drunk a little bit, not enough for it to be long-term effects. Still enough so that you can drive home and not have to take the bus. Regardless, I don't really care about that. Took another drink, sorry. I don't really care about that. My quarrel is with the fact that binge drinking is, you know, people say it's such a high. Yeah, well, you could probably get a high from, like, I don't know, something that's not slowly killing you. What the hell is up with that plane? Oh, it's got lights on it, I guess. That looks a bit weird. Those beams of light must be fucking focused to not spread out that much. So yeah, I don't even know why I got into that. Basically, my original point was drinking isn't manly, and that's just an opinion. I don't think drinking is manly. I don't think drinking makes you any more a man than anything else that I haven't already dissociated with being a man. Service is 200 yards. That is the end of that rant. Basically, I can't wrap my head around what you people see in alcohol. Well, not you people, binge drinkers see in alcohol abuse. Because binge drinking, in my eyes, is alcohol abuse. In your eyes, it might not be, but your eyes might be deluded. My eyes might be slightly factually wrong. From what I can tell, binge drinking, when they say go out and get completely wasted, and then wake up in the morning and say, I don't even know how I got home or anything like this, I'm just wondering why you did it. That to me is sort of alcohol abuse, because if you can drink enough for your brain to stop working, then I'm pretty sure it's probably considered abuse. So I look up all these things and I'm like, why do people drink? It's just not fucking fun. People often say, as I've already said earlier, we drink for a high, and my main point to refute that is that you're not saying, but it's not a good high. It's saying, why don't you do something else for a high? Why don't you do something that's not slowly damaging you or making you less sociable or whatever? Or, you know, it's generally more not as frowned upon in society. Like, there's loads of people fucking die from alcohol-related injuries each year. Why don't you find something else that gives you a high? Like, I don't know. Maybe if you really like puzzles and you can do a puzzle every night, and as soon as you fit that final piece in, you get this high or something. I don't know. That's not a really good example. But one of the questions that arises, with me at least, hang on, drinking. That's all the drink gone, by the way. One of the questions that arises is, why do you need a high? Because this is more personal to me, I guess, because my life, I went through school, everyone else is like year 10 around picking up alcohol and fucking partying and being really irresponsible and having underage sex and breaking the law. And I was sort of sitting here in front of a computer playing video games, content with my life. And then, because obviously their lives were so bad with their partying and breaking the law, and, you know, at the same time being all depressive on Facebook, thinking, our lives are so shit, let's poke fun of someone who's content with his life at the very moment. And this was, why is this truck so slow? And that's when they were all sort of like, oh, look at this guy, he has no life. He's a fucking person who sits in front of a computer all day, affecting absolutely no one else in his, you know, in this school, playing video games because he likes them, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with video games. And, you know, let's just make fun of him because we can. And, you know, because that's sort of I'm getting the gist. Back then I got the gist that I was surrounded by complete fucktards. And today, you know, that conclusion has pretty much checked out. Because a lot of them have been thrown out of schools. A lot of them have, I don't know, literally some of them have jobs at McDonald's. I'm not even joking. Some of them got lucky and, you know, got fucking high-paying jobs and shit. But I guess that's just life. You know, it's kind of unfair sometimes. But regardless, as I was saying, they all sort of started getting into the drinking and the partying and all that crap. The stuff that I really don't like to look at because it makes me just sort of feel like I just want to disassociate myself with the rest of this generation. Because really I don't feel like I belong here. I'm like the 1 in 500 person who isn't like everyone else. I hold some very controversial opinions, which I have voiced. I'm not afraid to voice my controversial opinions. And I've been told by some people that I am evil and some shit, because basically I said religion is evil. That's a personal opinion. I'm not enforcing it on anyone, saying religion is evil, you must believe this. No, I just made the point that throughout history, religion might, you know, it looks, and from what we know of it, and even today, it causes a lot more bad than good. And, you know, I just made that point, and now I'm the bad party for saying that religion is slightly evil. But don't even fucking go into that, because that's for a completely another day. I've probably gone through it so many times on this channel that no one even cares anymore. Or no one cared to begin with, and now they're disliking the video. Regardless, where the fluke was I? Oh yes, all these people that were talking about my life being so bad in school and are now failing their lives because they were more content with alcohol and partying than preparing for life. Basically what I was going to say was, as I was going through school content with my life, just spending 90% of my free time in my room doing what I wanted to do in front of a computer and not affecting anyone else, whilst they were spending 90% of their lives partying and insulting my life, what I figured out was I was content and happy with my life pretty much all the time. I mean, there were times like when I had to do French and I was really just sort of, fuck this, distraught, can't deal with this, it's so, you know, mesmerizingly bad. But that wasn't really on my part, that was sort of the school for employing such a bad teacher and, you know, having such a bad French class. And, you know, I probably wouldn't have minded it if some of my older teachers, the nicer ones, hadn't have left. But regardless, most of my life, or back then, most of the time I spent in school, I was happy, I was content, because I declined all these notions of normal things. Like I said, a lot of people surprisingly say, oh, I'm just going to remain single because it's such an easy life. And then they just don't. They go out and try and fucking pick up loose women. Me, probably around the age of 13, I said, I'm not going to deal with trying to court women, because my views on love not being sort of what people perceive it as, and, you know, it's probably not even worth it in the long run. I haven't even, I don't think I've ever, I rarely conversate with women of my age. I rarely even fucking exchanged looks with them. I don't think I've ever hugged a woman, a girl of my age. I don't think I've never, obviously, if I haven't hugged anyone, I've never had a kiss. I don't even, that word disgusts me. I hate the notion of being in a relationship. And, you know, there's these kind of things that I'm just sort of detached from my generation. Like, all my generation, majority of them, going out, fucking partying and drinking, fucking having girlfriends and all this shit, and there's me just being like, well, I don't want any of that, and I sit in my room being happy. They're all out there. I'm content with my life. I don't need alcohol and drugs and partying and pretending to be in love with someone to feel special. They're sort of, on the other hand, you know, we need to have this high because our lives are so shit. That's pretty much what I get from it. Now I'm going to go into the notion, oh wait, I'm almost at my destination actually. I'll just quickly then touch upon the notion of why I think love is somewhat real. Actually no, I won't even go into that because that's too deep for this video. Basically, I'm going to go into sexual reproduction. You know, sex, that thing that people do to procreate and, you know, populate the earth. And apparently it's an act of affection with a partner. Bullshit. I call bullshit on that. And do you know why? Because it's not. It's only done within our species as some sort of sign of affection, really, isn't it? From what I know, at least. I don't know, you know. There's a lot of species out there that just have sex for fun. Even our species does it. I just can't get to terms with the fact that that is some sort of emotional thing, you know. Love and sex, probably, I don't see them being related. I can see care and love, but I can't see sex and love. What is the speed limit? Because I saw the speed camera sign. It's fucking 30, so I'm going to get done in here, aren't I? If I wasn't careful. Because it's just reproduction. It can't be. I don't understand. How could it be considered freaking? I don't buy it. I don't buy that the two are linked. I don't buy it. I just can't understand. It's not special. We were doing it way before we freaking established marriage and courtships and relationships. Every fucking species still does it, and I'm pretty sure bumblebees that reproduce. What, can you get out of the way, please? I don't know which way I'm going to turn. I'm pretty sure bumblebees and, I don't know, wild foxes, they don't be like, oh, I better start loving this fox before I have sex with it. No, it's man-made. It's a concoction of your mind. You have discovered a recruitment agency. Yeah, I know. Is this my turning? I'm pretty sure it is. Man, this has been a long drive. Yeah, I don't even fucking know what I was saying anymore. Balls to it. I don't buy the fact that love and sex are linked. Oh shit, it's this fucking weird song again. Oh my god, that took so long. I'm actually amazed that I got it done. Alright. Well, did I level up? I did. I'm enthusiast still, but I'm level 6 enthusiast. What's this? Oh, what am I saying, what's this? I meant to say, what should I level up? 10% fuel save when driving with trailer. Okay. A fragile cargo just in time. High value go. Let's just put it on long distance. Because I don't know why, but I feel like I might get into these long distance drives a bit more. I'm now in Edinburgh, which isn't great. New upgrades available. Oh, goody. Am I paying back this loan, by the way? I don't know how much of it I have. By the looks, it's paid back this much. My loan to repay is still quite a lot, but I'm going to keep that money. For now, at least. I'm going to leave it off there, because this has been a long fucking trucking video. Oh boy, I got into some really untasteful rants there. And I'm not going to regret it. I'm just going to stick this up regardless, because it's trucking, and everyone loves trucking. Well, most people, most manly men, according to my philosophy of men. So, I'm going to leave it off there, guys. I hope you have at least not found too many quarrels with these videos. These long, rambling, trucking video rant things. Who knows? God, guys, I'll show you the time. That's the time 93 minutes of rambling, non-stop talking, 2:30 in the morning. It is a difficult job, and that's probably why it hasn't been done very well. But I'm going to see you guys next time. Hope you enjoyed watching the videos. I hope you have fun with the rest of your lives. And I will see you all next time. Tally-ho, guys. Oh god, that was... Why do I always say, oh god, that was... It ruins the outro, really. Let's do it again. Thanks, guys, for watching. I hope you enjoyed these videos. Have fun with the rest of your lives. Tally-ho. I'm signing off. I'm not signing off, I'm pressing the stop record button, but regardless, it can be considered as a metaphorical signing off. I will see you in whatever video of mine you watch next. Goodbye, guys. Tally-ho.